But I want you to go into the beginning how you met T Nathan and how it started with you guys.
How
Matter
I
of fact,
met
start how you
teenage.
started with TikTok. Mm-hmm.
Oh, how I started with TikTok. I first came on TikTok just to do pranks. And then I only had like 1,000 followers when Ahmaud Arbery passed. He got hunted down. And I did a video calling out the allies. I was like, yo, where the hell y'all at? Like, if y'all are out here, we need you. And that video blew up. I got 30,000 followers in 1 week. It just blew the hell up. And, I'm not an influencer, never been one, never said I was. So I didn't even know what to do with my platform, to be honest. But I saw that people wanted to hear me speak. So I started speaking. And then that's when the big Trump supporting stuff was going on TikTok. So I was battling Trump supporters and white supremacists and stuff like that. And throughout that time, T. Nathan took notice of me. Actually, a lot of members of the fold took notice of me, but I didn't even know because, again, I wasn't paying attention to none of that shit. I was fighting 3%ers and stuff.
All right, so
So
the fold was started before you really came around, right?
yeah, the fold was started way before me. I don't know how many months before me, but they were started before me. I was on TikTok. I started the whole social justice stuff in March of 2020. I didn't know about the fold till about September of 2020.
Okay.
So
All right.
they started taking notice. They started seeing my content. I did duet a few of the fold member stuff, but I didn't know they were in a fold or in a group. I just liked what they were saying at the time, and I duetted it. And then in September, 14 members texted me and asked me to join a TikTok alliance. And so at first, I was like, no, I'm not on do the groups, right? But they were basically saying that if you join this group, all it is creators that support each other. We are going to fight against racism. We were going to get pedals off the app. We were going to, organize protests, organize fundraising. Like, and that's where I got to know T. Nathan.
All right, so the group me chat is the one that's on Instagram. God, I'm old.
No. This is a whole app called
Oh,
GroupMe.
okay. So I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a whole app called GroupMe, and it's basically like a chat app, just like a Discord, but Discord is like more complex. It's just a simple chat room where everybody goes in there and we would just talk to each other in the GroupMe chat.
Right. All
And
right.
then T. Nathan moved us to the Discord.
All right. Were you in the Discord that he moved you to, or you didn't even make it to that, right?
No, I made it to the Discord because I
Okay.
was in the GroupMe chat first.
All right. Any notable names in this Discord that we should go over or just run by? You don't have to
Um,
be important. That's okay.
no, you talking about now
No.
or back
When you were in
then?
there. When you were in
Oh,
there.
when I was in there, and Callie was in there. Was in there. Um, I didn't really see Young Merc that much in there, but I knew he was part of the fold because we were using his music to
Okay.
promote fold stuff. So I know Young Merc was there, but I didn't really see him in there. There was Glue Man was in there. I mean, it was a bunch of creators that were out here actually doing the work. To be honest, it was not what you see today.
Day, right. Something completely
Mm-hmm.
different today. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
how did your relationship I keep saying how your stalker relationship start with T Nathan? Where did it all go bad
Well,
for you?
when I first when I first got in there, he got my number because that's what you do. Everybody talks to each other, and he would call me all the time and try to tell me or ask me questions about my account, and it started to get on my nerves. And the first time I realized there was a problem, it was during the second blackout on TikTok. We had a blackout for just having Black creators post and everybody else, kind of pull back. and I had boosted the blackout. And he called me and asked me why I did it. And I said, well, I wanted to support Lethal Lex at the time because it was her blackout. And he told me he didn't want me to do that because he had a problem with Lethal Lex. And I told him to go suck it. And I still did it. And that's when the real, we started getting little battles right there because he would call me to ask me to do something. And I would tell him, no, it's my page. I do what I want. And that would get him upset.
So basically, he's real controlling over
Oh yeah.
creators that he think is
Only
part of his.
the women though. He wouldn't do that with the men. So when the men tell you that he didn't tell them what to do with their account, they're not lying. They're telling the truth. He did not bother the men. It was mostly the women, especially the vocal ones like me and Gen Extra. He would call Gen Extra all the time trying to tell her what to do. So it was mostly women. He had a misogyny problem. That's when I started noticing the misogyny in the group.
We see that a lot now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we did see it a lot when he was out. But go ahead with your story about how this.
So let's see. So his name was Dr. No Job. Because he didn't have that many followers, he didn't want to do anything about it. And I got pissed. And then I started to realize, I'm like, well, if we're going to call out white people for their disrespect, we got to call out the black people for their disrespect. And this black man decided to attack a native child, called him a $5 Indian. I mean, went off on him. And one of my native friends asked me to go check the video out and see what's going on. So I went and saw it. I got real pissed, went back in the Discord, say, hey, man, we need to help the Native community because our own is the one that's doing this shit. They all ignored me, man. They all ignored me. A couple of them wanted to give me history lessons and shit. And I'm just like, I don't need no history. I was in my head, you're already annoying me by calling me and telling me when to post something, how to post it. T. Nathan would send me links all the time to duet his videos. He never duetted mine, never boosted me, but he was constantly asking me to do shit. And the one time I go in there and ask y'all to help the Native community, y'all ignored me. So I left, but I left quietly. I did one fuck you video, and then that was it. I left. And and the people that were in the fold, I was still cool with. They were still following me, and I was following them.
I'm not knowing you. All right. Yeah. So, when did the problems really start? Now, we know the issue that happened with Vanessa when he got locked up the first time. So go ahead and start from there if you like.
When he got, the reason why T. Nathan, we gotta go back to the reason why T. Nathan really was upset with me anyway, is because I believed Vanessa and some other women about DA Select. Right. And I started to support these women and support Vanessa, and T. Nathan didn't like it. He didn't like the fact that I was able to throw my account out there and say, hey, man, there's a problem, a predatory problem in the fold. So after that happened, that's when T. Nathan started stalking me because he felt like I was problematic. He didn't like the fact that I would call him right in his face. I didn't give a shit. So that's when he started stalking me. The first problem that really got the beef between me and T. Nathan is when Vanessa and another creator, they were beefing. And Vanessa at the time told me and Mikey that she was dying of cancer. So when she was getting attacked by these people, Mikey did a video in his mind at the time. Now, I'm not going to give no props to Mikey, but I got to tell the truth. So at the time, Mikey did a video protecting Vanessa from this creator, and it was not in good taste. He said something about the ancestors can't save you or whatever the hell it was. It was not in good taste. But because we thought that Vanessa was dying because she lied to us, told us she had cancer, he was doing that. And then then the video got doctored and sent to T. Nathan, and he attacked me and the business. And then he commissioned I Speak 19 Stupid to go ahead and do videos on me. He did 4 videos on me on that time. People did not like what was going on, right? So they were telling iSpeak he was tripping. Like, you can't be going after a black woman's business or whatever. And then, so it was back and forth with me at that time. And I did. They even
Mm-hmm.
posted the cease and desist on TikTok to show everybody that I was sending cease and desist. The only person I couldn't send one to was T. Nathan, because the original address that the lawyers have for T. Nathan, he wasn't there. So he
Mm-hmm.
didn't receive the cease and desist, and he kept talking his shit. So that's when we went looking to see where he was so we can send him the cease and desist. So finally in August, we found out that he was in Arkansas. So I went to go send the cease and desist in Arkansas. But there was a Zoom call before all of this was transpiring with Vanessa Douglas. In that Zoom call, and there's witnesses in that Zoom call, I had told everybody I can finally send T. Nathan a cease and desist because he's not in Mississippi, he's in Arkansas. And I had showed the Vanessa where he was at. 3 or 4 days later, T. Nathan got arrested. And
Mm-hmm.
then she came on TikTok lying her ass off, claiming it was me. Now, about 3 weeks after he got arrested, I found out it was Vanessa Douglas that pushed a complaint on September 9th. Oh, no, September 2nd. And then he got arrested September 9th or September 10th. But T. Nathan knew this. He
Yeah.
knew that it wasn't me. But because Vanessa's account got banned already, relationship, Vanessa and T. Nathan have a weird relationship. And, throughout the whole battle with T. Nathan, Vanessa and T. Nathan were still talking. He would
Mm-hmm.
give messages through Vanessa to tell me. I'm serious. He told
Mm-hmm.
Vanessa to tell me to fire Mikey on TikTok. And I told him I could not fire anybody on social media. You can't fire people on social media. But I
Right.
told Vanessa to tell him to go sit on a pole and twist. And he got mad. But he would give messages through Vanessa. And it's like, and then at one point I got mad and told Vanessa, stop giving me messages through that man. I don't know why he keeps calling you to tell me to do something, but that's not how it works. But that's how he was. But in
Mm-hmm.
September, when he came out, he realized this was a great time to use his platform to get money. On that one live that T. Nathan came back and accused me, he must have got over $5,000 on that one live. And he
Mm-hmm.
knew it wasn't me. He knew it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what got him. That's what got him mad, because he knew it wasn't me and he tried to hide that shit. But that email came out and it
Yeah.
showed that Vanessa Douglas was the one that did it. And then we verified it. We talked to the mayor's office for an hour and verified it. It was Vanessa that pushed the complaint, not me. But because he already had this video out, iSpeak came out with his whole disgusting ass chest lying on me.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't take it back. He couldn't take it back. So they just kept pushing this narrative. But the proof is out there. The
Now, do
proof is
you
out there.
feel everybody else knew that was either part of the fold or were in the fold at that
Well,
point?
I know T. Nathan got a big ass mouth. I know
Right.
that much. So if I know that he has a big ass mouth, I'm pretty sure he told people that it wasn't me. But it was too late. What was he gonna do? Come back out and say Vanessa did it? And Vanessa don't even have an account at the time. Vanessa
Now,
got banned.
I will say this though, right? I know you posted
Mhm.
information, and every big creator that was involved with the fold probably was more than likely watching your page. And anybody
Mhm.
with the brain cells, with two brain cells, could have figured out that how T. Nathan went to jail was his own fault and Vanessa.
Yeah,
But yet
yeah.
they said nothing, right?
No.
Nobody stuck up for you except your close friends.
I had a set group of people that were out here trying to fight for me. Chevette, Fed, you know, even Heather at the time was trying to fight for me. So there were creators, but they weren't as large as the large creators that attacked
I'm law, right? And she said nothing. She knew the whole case and everything about him being, because I put it in that very first video of T.
Yes.
Nathan. So
That's
she
the
knew.
first time I seen that video.
I
I didn't see that video before. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
okay, there it
At least
goes.
you called. Good. But
But yeah, I did it.
So I was just trying to establish that these people knew, like Aunt Karen, all these large creators still knew and went with the T. Nathan narrative because they were told. But go ahead. I just wanted to.
They were told that I was the one to do it the first time. I don't know if T. Nathan told them. I don't know for sure, but like I said, T. Nathan has a big mouth. So if he was telling smaller creators it wasn't me, I'm pretty sure he was telling the larger creators it wasn't me.
Yes,
But again,
pretty
it was
much
too late and it was all about money.
Right.
It was all about money. I even texted him that. I said, this is all about money.
So during this whole time, which you didn't even know, after he got out, right? After he started blaming you and everything, that he had a whole Discord set up to stalk every bit of your life. You want to explain that a little bit to everybody?
Yeah, well, what he thought that I didn't have was people that were still cool with me that was in that Discord. And he developed the Phoenix Rising room, which was a room just dedicated to Goddess Mia. It had all my personal information. It had family reporting on the videos. They would mass report comments on my videos. I remember there was a point in my account where people weren't even commenting. And the reason why is because the was mass reporting my comment section to the point where I just turned off my comment section. But that entire page was dedicated to finding ways to take my account down. That's what it was.
Everything outside your life and pretty much everything.
I'm talking about like my dad, my family. I'm talking about, man, if they could find my third grade teacher right now, that shit would have been in that room. They were stalking the shit out of me. It was to the point like when I saw the Discord, I was disgusted. I was so disgusted. I was like, what the hell? Y'all sat there for a whole fucking year and a half, just watching me and putting all my information and coming up with stupid ass lies to try to take my account down.
And let's put another pin in this. This wasn't just black people. These were white people.
Mostly white people. It was mostly white people at that time. By that time, the fold got colonized. By the time they had this room and the time they had all these people coming towards me, it was mostly white people. It was a very few black people. It was mostly white people in that group. And then even today, it's mostly white people. It's colonized. It got colonized.
And let's let it be known that she is not the only person they stalking. I had a room. Alicia had a room. There are multiple people in this Discord that they keep information on, stalkerish information.
I mean, Cuban Delight, Denise Maupin would send people, email people files on us to harass us. I have a video on my page right now that shows an email from Denise Maupin sending personal files to people so that they can harass them. Yep.
I just want y'all to know that and that's going to be in the. I'm gonna put them discs in these
concerns, which they like to make fun of all the time. They like to make fun of the fact that I have diabetic neuropathy. They would actually pretend to walk like me, crippled like, all that shit. But you know, whatever. I let them talk their shit. But I have this diabetic neuropathy. So I was using TikTok as a way to help with my healthcare because I didn't have insurance at the time. When they decided to attack me, that cut off my insurance. That cut off a lot of extra funds that I could do to go to these pain doctors and these diabetic specialists. On top of that, I had Rabbi attack me so bad, so hard, so ridiculously that I had to come out because he was calling me a homophobe and a transphobe. So now I am my family is very religious. We're also immigrant Haitians. And that's a very dangerous thing for me to do, but I had to do it because at the time, again, my account was monetized. I had people working for me. I had vendors that were working for me. So I had to choose my account over my family. So I
Right.
came out. That was very detrimental to my mental health at the time. They were relentless. They wouldn't stop. And because I'm a strong person, I could take it. But there was people on this app that could not take what I took over the last 2 years, but especially after T. Nathan went to jail the first time. And then they started doxing me. Casey Camden, aka Cyborg Grabby, doxed me over and over and over again. He did my address. He doxed my name. He even took a picture of my freaking apartment complex and posted it and told people to come visit
Sound
me.
like something did before. I've
Yep.
seen him do it plenty of
Yep.
times.
They dox me every other day. Vanessa Douglas doxed me on YouTube. Cuban doxed me on her page. They doxed and doxed and doxed and doxed and doxed. Every other day I'm getting a doxing comment.
All right. And I want to let you explain a little bit how.
And you live in your house, bro, you gotta walk around with your piece all day because you don't know what crazy person gonna come in the name of them. I know they're not gonna do anything, but I don't know what their followers are gonna do.
Right. So let's explain about how they affected your business and how they used Mikey to do so.
Well, at first they used that video of Mikey doctored it, and then T. Nathan did his video, and then iSpeak did 20,000 videos, or I don't know, 4 or 5 videos, whatever he did. It was mainly iSpeak 1906 account that really fucked everything up because he wouldn't shut the fuck up. He kept coming and coming and coming.
Right.
So my business, the sales went down in June. It went down, all that shit. So my lawyers wanted financials to see and put his name on the LLC, which thank God today. Like I thank the God, thank you, because I would not want to deal with that racist man. But at the time, he was tricking me because he was stealing money from the account, from the business. So when I told Mikey that I wanted to restructure and do something else, he went Lolo on TikTok, and he came on TikTok, started talking shit about me, and that's when T. Nathan and him started becoming friends. Then next thing you know, T. Nathan does a video and he goes on Lethal Lex Live and says that Mikey sold him the business, which is weird because when you look at it today, T. Nathan does not own Goddess Mia Official. Mikey still does. It was a lie. Mikey still does. He never sold that to T. Nathan. T. Nathan came on this page. You guys can go look at it. Go look for Goddess Mia Official in North Carolina. T. Nathan does not own the LLC. Mikey lied. T. Nathan lied, and T. Nathan used Lethal Lex's account to push that lie.
Right. Another woman you stuck up for him, against him.
Yep. I stuck up for her to him, and then she tried me.
Yeah. Anyway, anything else you want to add on to the story?
Not really. At the end of the day, I'm not here to convince people anymore that the fold is crap and T. Nathan's a liar and a scammer. I'm not here to do that anymore. The receipts are out. There's a playlist on my main page called the Fold Discord Leaks. I put most of my Fold videos over there. If y'all really want to go see what happened, y'all can go there. I know Blaze has a playlist where you guys can go click on the playlist and see the information. It's either you believe me or you don't, but at this point, I don't care. I did what I was supposed to do. I showed y'all they were scamming. He was taking money for tents. He never gave the homeless people tents.
That's coming up in the video.
Yeah, for homeless people, and he's using food stamp card. I showed y'all what he was doing. But what I'm not going to do is stop being Goddess Mia. And what I'm not going to do is stop promoting my merch. By the way, go to my link, go to the merch, the merch store, go get some merch. I refuse to let these people, I know Blaze got a merch line coming out too.
Yes, I'm
So
working on
I
that.
refuse. We're not going to sit here and let you guys tell us what we can and cannot do, regardless of how Blaze wants to do his merch and who he's giving the money to, and what I'm doing with my merch and who I'm giving the money to. It's none
Yeah.
of y'all motherfuckers' business, number one. And number two, we're going to continue to be great Black people pushing our community forward. Y'all
Forward.
either rock with us or you don't.
Plain and simple. Anybody got any questions, y'all? You can take your questions over there. I
Yeah,
don't see any
Kim.
yet.
Kim said she got some merch, but I didn't see any questions. I wasn't looking at the comments. You know how I be.
You shopping. But
I don't
yeah, I
be
don't
looking at
y'all,
the
anybody
comments.
got any questions over here for I'll let Miss Mia
I
go.
love you guys too. I love you guys. I will be posting this live on my YouTube,
Okay.
so y'all
Me
can
too.
go
I'll
ahead
do the same thing as well.
and yeah, Blaze put it on his YouTube. I'm gonna
No,
put it
he
on
is
my
not.
YouTube.
No, T Nathan is still in jail. He's
Yeah,
serving a 2-year sentence right now. But
y'all have to
he's not
remember
getting
he
out of
did
jail.
not take care of his parole. Yeah,
I
just
will post a
posted and
body
shared.
cam in the next footage when I'll show the whole body cam. Some of the body cam already on the page. You can go to T Nathan's playlist. You'll see some of the body cam already.
Hold on a second. The only thing I have is I saw a new video. Yeah, that video they posted are old videos of when I went off last year. The one where I said I don't give a fuck about what happened to T. Nathan. I
Exclusive.
posted that. I still don't give a fuck what happened to that man. I could care less about what happens to that
Thank you,
man.
bro.
I meant that. Everything I say with my whole chest, and I mean that shit. But they took
Exactly.
old videos that I had last year, and then they took a couple videos where I was talking to the Black Fisher, Denise Maupin, aka
Copy it.
Cuban Delight. I was talking to her, but they made it seem like I was talking about T. Nathan. I'm not talking about T. Nathan in those videos because Cuban Delight is one of the biggest scammers on TikTok.
And I'm
I
gonna
just
say
want to let
this.
that be
I'm gonna
known.
say this real quick to bitch. Yo, bitch. Um, your friend that you didn't even know was in the hospital for a whole fucking month that you want to stick up so hard for.
What are you
Um,
talking about?
the guy you were just speaking of, the guy the creator that's on his app that was in a motorcycle accident. You
Oh,
know that was a
oh,
month ago.
it was a month
He didn't
ago?
even
I didn't
know.
know. I didn't know either.
He didn't
You
even
know,
know.
like I said in the prior live, I wasn't close with Young Mirth. I did use his music when I was in the fold, and he is a great creator. He's never attacked me, and I know he got kicked out of the
Right.
fold several times because he wasn't always vibing with him. They would kick him out,
Right.
bring him back, kick him out, bring him back. But at the end of the day, no one deserves that. But I didn't know.
Right.
I thought it was recent that that stuff happened
No,
to
that
him.
was
But you
last
know,
month. None of them knew. Now they want to bring it all up after
I
a
didn't know
white lady
that.
found out. A white
But
lady
I want
found
to tell
him.
everybody, you know, if you can go support Young Merc. Like I said, he was never problematic. Never, not one time. He was
Yeah,
never
so I'm just
problematic.
speaking on the video I speak used. He used my live last night, basically. When I said, you put that type of karma out in the universe, sometimes it comes back to you. Now, after
Mm.
I had already said, I sent my prayers out to this young man, and I ain't have a problem with him. You still gonna try to use this man whole trauma to start some bullshit, bitch. I don't
It doesn't
appreciate
make
you.
sense. What you should really do, because you know, nobody deserves to
Right.
get hit that way. I heard the woman was going like 40 miles an
Good
hour and
for
he
her.
might have been going 30 miles an hour. That is a terrible accident. And no matter what happens, no one deserves to suffer that way. And you can't take
Right.
someone's suffering and someone's trauma to
I still
attack
hope he be all right, though.
creators. You know what I mean? We're not going to do that. What we will not do is be like the fold. We will
Right.
not do that. So at the end of the day, no matter what, We give our thoughts and prayers to
Right.
his family, and I hope he gets a speedy recovery and he
Me
gets
too.
back as much as he possibly can. But please don't let somebody use that trauma to attack you, and you really should not use a trauma of another black person to attack
Right.
a person. I speak. Grow the fuck up, dude.
All of y'all that posted
How
that
about
shit.
you take accountability for lying on me while you over here talking? You still ain't
Lloyd did the
retract
same
your
thing too.
statement. Take
Lloyd, you did the same thing. I
accountability
saw your
for
punk
your
ass video.
bullshit.
Tell me to shut up to my face, brother.
I
Little
need you to take
munchkin.
accountability for your bullshit. I speak 19 stupid. It's because of you. I'm in this bullshit. You in the fucking digital dick of DA Select. How about y'all take accountability? Where's your videos, I speak, on how DA Select accused me of attempted capital murder? Where's those videos at, sir? While you over here trying to use a black person's trauma to attack another black person. How about you get off your little high chair, take the baba out of your mouth, and be the fucking man you claim to be, you beta bitch. Don't worry about nobody else. How about that? I said what
Any
the fuck
questions,
I said.
Anybody got any questions before we log off until later on?
Sorry, I had to say that shit because I'm still
I
mad at
know
that beta.
you are.
Like that beta
Okay,
got
thanks for the
everything to
Bruton.
talk about everybody. You had everything to say about Modern Warrior. You have something to say about this. You have something to say about that. But you still can't hold yourself accountable. You can't say
At
you made
all.
a mistake. You can't. But you got the nerve to attack anybody using somebody's trauma. Grow the fuck up.
Something you can't do. Can't grow your teeth together either.
That's true. You are a stalker just as bad as T. Nathan.
Yep.
The fuck? You were part of the fold. Don't act like you had some high priorities. Don't act like that. You were part of that bullshit.
He knew just like
Until they
everybody else.
started making fun of you, I speak. What did Scarlet of the Witch of the Fold said? That you make her booty itch? That's what she said about you, I speak. But you ain't never called Scarlet Witch of the Fold out. You didn't say shit about that. Never said anything about how Cuban Delight was mass reporting your
It's on T.
lives.
Nathan's playlist. His
You
body
didn't
cam
say
is on T.
anything
Nathan's
about
playlist.
Cuban Delight mass reporting your live. Where's that energy? You a hope, man. I don't know why anybody thinks that you grown ass
You
man.
had it right here, bitch.
You not. I don't want to get
to
my
his face,
shit
you a
mass
bitch.
reported. I don't want to get my shit mass reported.
All right.
But
any questions, anybody? I love when Miss Mia come to my live. It's just
I know everybody. I'm gonna after we get off, I'm gonna stay on live for a little bit and talk to my followers over here because they're all
y'all
over
go ahead
here.
and go
Like,
live.
yeah,
I'm gonna get my thing. Y'all go over to Miss Mia live. I'll be back a little bit later, okay?
All right. I love you, boo.
Love you, bro.
Thank you.